The peculiar side effect of the process is that as we use up our borrowed life energy, there are dramatic changes in our bodies. Externally, we develop a petrified sheath, harder than stone.
Hey guys, today we're diving into a flick that somehow blends gothic horror, mad science, and a reformed school for teenage girls, all on a tight B-movie budget. The Man Who Turned to Stone came out in 1957, and honestly, it feels like something cooked up at midnight by Frankenstein and Roger Corman after a double feature. Let's go ahead and crack this one open. Fantasy, sci-fi, horror, rerun zone. The Man Who Turned to Stone, 1957. Set inside a gloomy girls' reformatory, the film kicks off with an unsettling death. A young woman collapses, drained of life, and nobody can quite explain why.
Did anything happen last night?
Happen? Like what?
Well, did anyone die?
Why, yes, Angie Collins. In the infirmary, she had another heart attack.
The staff is acting off, cold, robotic. And then, new nurse Carol Adams starts poking around and finds out there's more to these doctors than meets the eye.
The girls are a little upset about the death last night. That's natural, I suppose, but... Well, they say there's something strange, something unnatural about the number of young girls who suddenly die.
Spoiler, they're really old. And I mean centuries old. Turns out the doctors aren't doctors at all. They're ancient immortals from the 18th century. They survived this long by stealing the life energy of young women and using a weird sci-fi contraption.
How many more young lives are you going to drain to keep this senseless brute alive?
But immortality comes at a price. Without regular feedings, their bodies start turning to stone. I mean, literally. So now the nurse has to stop these living gargoyles before the entire dorm turns into a life-drained mausoleum. This film plays like a Universal monster movie got mugged by a pulp sci-fi magazine. The sets are minimal, mostly gray corridors and creepy lighting. But there's something kind of charming about how serious it all takes itself.
If there's no further testimony, I believe we can conclude these proceedings and report that death was self-inflicted by hanging.
The director, Laszlo Kardos, wasn't known for horror or sci-fi, but he managed to build some genuine suspense. And the lead scientist, played by Victor Jory, really leans into the whole tragic, ancient villain thing. He's got this weary gravitas, like Dracula's less sexy cousin.
Then we'll have your cooperation?
Of course.
Good. I'll start by questioning as many inmates as necessary.
This one's a Columbia Pictures B-side, often bundled with other low-budget thrillers of the era, and then tossed into syndication late at night, right where it belonged. So why did The Man Who Turned to Stone fade into obscurity? Well, by 1957, the market was flooded with mutant monsters, bug-eyed aliens, and Cold War metaphors. A bunch of old stone dudes sucking the life out of people in a reform school? That wasn't quite box office gold. Plus, it never had a real monster. No rubber suit, no radioactive insects, just a slow creeping dread. That might have been much too subtle for the drive-in crowd looking for cheap thrills. But you know what? That's exactly why it's worth revisiting. It's a slow burn creeper with a weird little heart. The kind of movie that plays better with a cup of coffee at 2 a.m. and a blanket pulled up to your chin. So if you're in the mood for something spooky, strange, and off the beaten path, give The Man Who Turned to Stone a look. It won't blow your mind, but it might give you a chill or two and make you appreciate just how weird 50s sci-fi could get when it wandered into horror territory. If you like classic TV, movies, and nostalgia, you're going to love it here at Rerun Zone. So take a minute to hit that subscribe button below. And while you're at it, consider becoming a channel member for as little as 99 cents. It really helps out the channel. And that's all for this video of Forgotten Sci-Fi Flicks. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below. What's the weirdest sci-fi movie you've ever seen? Until next time, stay strange, my friends. This is Rich from Rerun Zone wishing you a good night.